the Bronx, Republican Congressman Steve King of Iowa, one of those radio shows. When John McCain said the fundamentals of our economy are sound, really our unemployment is fairly low, people out there have jobs, they're working, the economy's flowing. The only thing flowing here is King's stream of sewage farm product. Unemployment is at a 5-year high. We had already lost 605,000 jobs this year, and that's only through August 31st. The runner-up, the first of our two video worsts, this is Brian Wilson of Fix News, reporting to you from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Brian can't count.
So there is a sense, real quick, let me see if I can ask the room a question. This is sort of what it really boils down to. Everybody raise your hand. Who's going to vote for McCain? Who's going to vote for Obama? All right, see, it's split. I'd say a little heavier toward Obama in the room at the moment, and that's why northeastern Pennsylvania is definitely a battleground area and a battleground state.
Yeah, split. For McCain, there's the guy in the back who started to put his hand up before the missus shoved it back down. And for Obama, there's everybody else in the room, including the same guy who then raised his hand when Wilson said he was going to vote for Obama. Split. But our winner, Bill O. the Clown, on with this utterly unqualified cartoon of a, quote, body language expert of his, the one who has the degree in general studies from Pace University and who likes to dabble in hypnosis on the side. They're talking about Nancy Pelosi's body language and her hand gestures and whether she practices them. So, Clown says, she's practicing. And the hypnosis woman says, I think she does practice, yes. So Bill O then makes a jump to a conclusion so great it would set an Olympic record. You know who used to do that? Who practiced for hours before making a speech? And I'm not making any comparison here, so don't, you crazy left-wing websites out there. It's not a comparison. Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler practiced for hours. All of his gestures and everything else before he went out there. But he's not making any comparison here. This is at least the 8th time in the last 4 years that he has not made a comparison to Hitler or the Nazis. He said Al Franken and Michael Moore were like Goebbels in 2004. He said Hitler would be a card-carrying member of the ACLU. He said Congressman Jack Murtha was a Hitler sympathizer, like one anyway. And he said left-wing websites were Nazis in 2005. He said there was no difference between the Nazis and the Daily Kos website in 2007. And then he described similarities between Arianna Huffington and Huffington Post to Hitler and his cutthroats. Now it's Pelosi. But of course, those were not comparisons. So what I will not do, I will not compare Bill O to that part of the anatomy that, as the old joke goes, everybody's got one. Bill O the Clown, today's worst person in the world.